Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, my friends. Here we are with another installment of the saving series, and today we're saving Manon. So Manon is bad, real bad. Like, we've done videos on Honda, Lily, other characters that are pretty universally accepted as bad characters, and Manon might be just the single worst character in this game. Like, straight up. There's bad characters, yes, and then there's Manon. Like, Manon is wretched, kinda. She's the most aimless character in the game in terms of what she's supposed to be doing, because what is she supposed to be doing? She's nominally a command grab character with no way to enforce command grabs at all. She's nominally supposed to be like, you know, a heavy neutral character with big buttons, and granted, she does have some of those, but she's hardly best in class. Her damage potential overall is about the worst in the game. And I already know you're fixating, well, level 5 grab, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, sure, okay. And that might happen in round 3, right? You got to worry about round 1 and 2 first, where her damage output is real bad. Real bad. And if you're trying to build medals and all that kind of stuff to get your damage up, your potential is dog crap. Like, it's just awful. And like, as far as defense goes, what defense? What defense? Even like the other bad characters that we covered on other videos, like Honda Lily. Honda at least has a frame 1 armor move. Lily, as silly as it is, at least EX Tomahawk Buster is throw immune. I guess that's better than literally nothing. And literally nothing is what Manon has. She has absolutely no way to defend herself other than hold back to block. She has no actual defense going on. So like, it's just basically strike after strike after strike after strike. She's super aimless in terms of her character design. And in this video, I'm looking to give suggestions for buffs for the character that are both fun and fair. And also, we're not trying to turn her into a character she's not. Like, say crouch medium kick, which is a proficient crouch medium kick for what it is, right? Could we make that drive rush okay? You know, like most of the actual good characters in the game? Sure. And then she could do this, drive rush, combo, and like do the thing, right? Sure. But that's not what she is, right? We're not just trying to turn her into like, you know, Luke 2.0, Jury 2.0. You know, her drive rush is the worst drive rush in the game. Once again, very much by design. We're not looking to change things. She doesn't need that DJ drive rush, right? So we're going to work within the existing framework of the character, take what she's nominally supposed to be good at, and enhance that without just cramming ideas into her that make her the character that she isn't. So as before with the other videos, just a quick ground rule setting. 1, we're working with the existing framework of the game itself. If Season 2 or beyond has all new mechanics, I can't anticipate them. I don't know what they are. So we're not going to worry about that. And even though I believe in the far future, eventually there'll be like new animations, new moves, I don't anticipate that for Season 2. So therefore, we're only going to work with the existing moveset she has, and we're not just going to invent things out of the blue. So no, you know, French judo laser or anything like that. So first for buffs, let's do some quick quality of life buffs. So 1, her quarter circle back leg kick here, the knockdown, it is currently 21 frames of advantage, which is exactly what her dash is, by the way. So I would like to make that 22 frames of advantage. Give it 1 more frame of advantage. So simply, when you dash forward after the fact, you're +1. So then basically, you can force a little bit of strike throw mix up. She's a grappler after all, right? We want things like strike throw mix up. So as it currently stands, like, it doesn't give her something she doesn't already have. You can just walk forward, and if you time it correctly, you can hit meaty into your various moves here. Like, so here, stand medium punch, we hit on the 2nd active frame. We time it better. There we go. We hit on the 3rd active frame, +5. So at which point, if it connected, it would link into stand light kick, right? So this is something she can already do. And if you want that element of manual timing, you still have it. But then just graduate it. So basically, it's a frame kill. She has automatic timing, just like, you know, most Oki setups in the game. And if you can get a setup where you can combo into it, because not many lights combo into it, stand light punch is usually the go-to, then you get your quick knockdown, and you get a little bit of pressure after the fact. Either you withstand the light barrage, or you be passive, and maybe we throw you. Once again, she's a grappler, so giving her more opportunities to land the grab because everyone with a command grab, she basically has the least amount of opportunities to do so, right? That'd be nice. Another quality of life change is this. So I know you've seen this exact combo a million times in some way, shape, or form for Manon, right? So what we're doing here is, okay, we did the combo, we got the super, blah, 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 blah. But what she didn't get was the medal. Like, we got the spin, we landed the spin, it hit correctly, but she only is granted the medal at the end of the spin. So if you do a level 3, you get robbed of the medal, you lose the medal. And like, what's the point of that? Like, there's really none, in my opinion. She shouldn't be penalized for doing a combo with a super and losing a medal for it. So what I say is this, and it could be either or, it's effectively the same difference, right? When you do spin, the medal is granted on the hit of spin, or conversely, you get the medal for doing level 3. Either way, right? She is no longer scammed out of the medal she earned, right? Because the animation kind of canceled out so she doesn't get the buff. You successfully landed the hit. The whole mechanic, the whole steamroll medal mechanic is predicated on the fact you get the hit, you get the steamroll point, right? But if you do the big damage combo, you don't get it for some reason, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So if you go for, you know, that style of combo, she should absolutely get the medal one way or the other. There's no reason for her not to get the medal. I think that's eminently fair. And the last quality of life buff is just cortical forward kick, her wheel kick here. So all the versions of this move have limited upper body invincibility against air attacks. And the EX version is full invincible against air attacks, but not on frame 1. So basically, just make the EX version of EX wheel kick frame 1 anti-air. Because why not? There's so many moves that don't even need to spend meter that are frame 1 anti-air invincible. So with her spending meter, why not just make it frame 1 anti-air invincible? Like light kick is frame 5, EX is frame 4, I think. She's already a character with 0 defensive capabilities, so at least let her not get jumped in on, right? Like, she's mostly got good anti-air anyways, so it just be adding to the already strong-ish suite, so just enhancing a strength that already exists. Just make it frame 1 anti-air invincible. There's no problem with that. So next issue to address is the low damage. Low damage and low opportunities. And yes, I know level 5 grab, cool. We don't get that all the time. If we did, she'd be a much better character, right? So how do we address low damage? And I looked at it one way here, and here's my main thought, is her target combo. So back, medium kick, this guy here. It is special cancelable. And it does indeed cancel into some of your various moves, right? You can get a combo. But it's mediums. Like if I want to, you know, go into like wheel kick or, you know, double low or whatever, I can do that with lights. Mediums should give me a little bit more of a taste, a little bit more damage, right? You know, that's the bonus of hitting with mediums, especially because, you know, this move, either you're comboing into it raw or, you know, you're risking your life going for the second hit because the second hit is very decidedly not safe on block, right? And then we come to an easy fix, honestly. Like, if I can go into my wheel kicks, if I can go into my various quarter circle back moves, why is this not a natural combo? Just back medium kick, into spin. Simple as that, right? It's already almost there. Like, if you look at the old frame bar, it's only a couple frames off from being a natural combo anyways. So, given what it is already -3 on hit, right? So just make it a couple more frames positive if it connects, and then bingo, bango, bongo, this becomes a natural combo. And then we got more combo routes, higher damage combo routes, right? And damage is one of the problems with spin as well. Usually it's on the back of a longer combo, usually a drive rush, and then your damage is just gonna be crap regardless of what metal level you are. So at the end of this, you know, common example, 1934 damage. Say if we had 5 metals, like, it's obviously going to be more, but it's not like a lot more. It's like 300 more. Like, does that feel like the difference between level 1 and 5? No, that doesn't feel very big, honestly. But say if this was a natural combo, and say you did it raw by itself, you trick someone getting hit with the overhead or whatever, right? If we can have the spin connect earlier and be a natural combo and not be subject to all the usual scaling it's subject to, then all of a sudden, we can start feeling the metal difference in there. So having more damage opportunities using strings to much more effective use. Once again, these are mediums, not light. I think it's very fair to combo into spin from there. And then being able, with a shorter combo, to feel the metal difference between the various spins upping your damage, I think that's a fun way to go about it. So yeah, basically, back medium kick, more plus on hit, natural combo on the spin, easy do. Gives you more combo routes, gives you more effective damage, more ways to get medals, kind of buffs her all around. Now, the next thing to talk about is the actual grabs themselves. So yes, once again, I'll keep saying this because people use this as like a defense to not buff the character, right? Yes, a level 5 grab does a lot of damage. I'm well aware. By design, right? But she has no ways to enforce the grab, like at all, right? Like that kind of sucks. Like if you do cortical back light kick, you can walk forward and like sort of do like a very rudimentary version of strike throw. That's why in one of the first sections I said, if we just do that, dash +1, that'd be better. But here's one of the real core things. If we look here on block, you might notice a little trend here of literally everything she does on block is negative. She does not have a single plus frame to her name at all. Every other command grab character has at least something. Geef, stand light punch is +2. Headbutt is +4. Stand heavy kick is +1. And any one of these, you got to start guessing, you know, well, the old classic, guess strike or guess throw, right? Lily, build stock, go burr. Easiest thing in the world. Honda, stand medium punch is +1. And it leaves you in range for either EX or light Oicho throw, right? And then of course too as well, medium into stomp, medium stomp, fake out throw, like that's the whole thing too, right? So all these characters have setups to go into the grab. Manon has nothing like that. She can't enforce a single plus frame on a standing enemy outside doing like something like a drive rush. And once again, she has the worst drive rush in the game. So like, unless we're gonna fix that, that's not really a valuable thing, right? So I say, give her one source of +1. I know the heavens are falling for some of you, right? But trust me, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. And for that, I say stand medium kick. This move is kind of lame as it stands. This is a move that looks like a low. That is not a low. You can stand block it, right? So I say this. -5. Why is it even -5? Like, why should this move be this negative on block? Who cares, right? You make this +1 on block and you curtail the pushback just a little bit so she can chain 2 lights back to back. And then if you block this, then just like all the other command grab characters that have like their one thing, now it's guess strike throw. You block this and then, okay, am I going for something like this if I connect? Or you block this, maybe you get chucked. Simple enough. Yes, the level 5 does a lot of damage. I know if you're not level 5, her throw is not as scary as Lily or Geef. Okay, it's only at level 5 does it get scary. Give her an avenue. She's meant to be the grappler, right? She has, outside of level 3 Zangief Super, the most damaging command grab in the game, potentially, if you snowball enough. So why does this nominal grappler not have the most basic grappler building block of get a plus frame some way, somehow, and then guess strike or guess throw? She should have it. Everyone else has it. And this is one of the reasons why she's the worst character in the game, because even though she's the snowball grappler, she gets so few actual opportunities to throw you. Just give her a source of a singular plus frame by itself without needing a drive rush to back it up, right? So stand medium kick is mostly a dead button. I'll just call it for what it is. It's mostly a dead button. Like, it's all right to catch like Ryu's crouch medium kick when like stand medium punch will whiff. But like other than that, stand medium punch is just strictly a superior button in every way, right? So it'll give it some identity. It'll give it some value. Just make it +1 on block and decrease the pushback a little bit so you can get your jab on or make them guess for a grab. That's what I would do to make her more like an actual, make the grappler character more like an actual grappler. What a thought. So here's another trait of Manon that's supposed to be there, but you wouldn't really know it because it's so effing bad. And that's her anti-projectile game. The spins. They're all meant to be anti-projectile moves, and maybe against like Ryu specifically, they might work that way. Like, but that's about it. So spin, you can either let it rock and get the hit grab that gives you the medal, or you can hold the button and then you kind of spin in place. And when you spin in place, you get less projectile invincibility than if you let it rock. Or you could spin and hit kick. And the problem with that is, depending on when you hit kick, you get different projectile invulnerabilities. So literally, if you hit at the wrong time, you might still get hit by the projectile. Now, the thing about this game is, it's this game. So the traditional Street Fighter Fireball, sure, I guess it's proficient enough against that. The problem is the everything else. Like, say you're up against Dalsum, right? And he's doing his more traditional Fireball option. Like, if you try to spin, one, at most ranges you simply wouldn't reach. Secondly, if you go for like your longer range options like the kick, it's slow enough that you'll run out of invincibility frames. You'll just get hit. And say you're like really on the ball, right? He'll just have time to block. How about someone like Chun-Li? If you're a decent enough distance, you'll just run out of invincibility frames because their projectile is very slow. Even if you just let it rock, right? It's faster than the kick option. She's still going to block in time. Guile? Don't even waste your time. You'll never touch him, no matter what. The real option against pretty much every projectile character is parry. Like, that sucks. It's lame. She has all these anti-projectile moves built in, but against a lot of the cast, it's dead weight. So what do we do here? How do we not just make parry the better option? Even though we have these moves that are supposed to beat what's coming our way, but we're too scared to do it because it won't work. Well, we got a couple options here. One, spin in the kick, you make it faster than it is. This is your ranged option. A lot of times when you're spinning into a fireball, this is what you gotta pick. So when you do this, you simply do it faster than it currently is. Just shave it by a couple frames, because you don't want it becoming like the dominant neutral option or anything like that by accident, right? So just make it a couple frames, but just give it something to work with. Same deal here. The spins, I know you can't change the timing, because then it changes all the combo routes, right? So it has to be the same timing it currently is. But here's the thing, all the spins, like, you are disincentivized from ever doing raw spin, because look how awful these numbers are. Like, why is light spin negative 23? Negative 2, like, that's incredible. Why is it this punishable, right? So one of the options to make these more realistic, so we have that increased projectile invulnerability, right? If we go for the kick, we give up some of that projectile invulnerability. If we go for the raw spin, we get to keep a lot of it, so it's much better against slower fireballs. Don't make these negative 20 on block. Like, it shouldn't be that anyways. Like, if you do, like, say, the light 1 point blank, I don't know, like, negative 10? I don't know, right? It's still punishable, but not like you can almost get a jump in on it, right? The big one here is specifically the heavy one, right? The heavy one should be the go-to anti-projectile one. This should be your reaction check anti-fireball, right? And what it should be, in my opinion, even if you hit it later here, it's still negative 16, right? It should be, say, sub negative 10. So you can still get a punish, you can get like a medium poke or something. You can check her for attempting it, but it shouldn't be like the big punish. So this heavily incentivizes you to actually go for it. Like, if you get blocked, you're not necessarily all the way dead. You don't get hit by whatever move is the punish counter, you know, crumple for combo starters and like lose your life, lose the game, right? You'll take a punish, but it won't be an omega level punish. That way, you can feel a little safer for going for it, a little safer for attempting it. So basically, specifically the heavy one, just make it not death on block. Maybe small punish on block, or maybe just heavily increase the pushback on block, but just make her safer for attempting it and getting blocked. And then we come to actual spin. Spin cancels are awful. I get the idea if you do the thing, right? But she has so much like end lag, so much recovery that it's ridiculous. Like, it should be like half of what it is. So it's 18 frames no matter which one you go for, right? It should be like 9 frames. It should be half of what it is. Like, maybe with Guile, maybe no matter what I do, maybe I just can't catch him, right? But at the very least, if I know it's coming, I should be able to spin on him and then like attempt to throw or a strike or something, right? Maybe my actual attacks out of spin are too bad, too slow to hit him. But if I get the right call, once again, this is supposed to be one of her traits. She's supposed to be good at this, right? This is supposed to be one of the check marks, one of the green columns why you want to play this character. It is currently not one of her main strengths. So turn it into one of her main strengths. Like say specifically, because we have 18 frames of recovery on this move. Say if it was 10 frames recovery instead of 18. So 8 frames faster overall. It would serve the purpose of being able to spin and then controlling your character. You got past the fireball, good job. You're not just sitting there parrying everything. Once again, you're supposed to be good at this. So let's make her actually good at this. And then it would have the side effect of opening up fun new things. Like say, punish counter back heavy punch. Then if it was specifically 8 frames faster, then this punish counter back heavy punch into light spin would be +4. So then we could go this spin combo. Like, would it be the most optimal combo? No, maybe not. But it would open up some new fun routes, some new fun potential. In the end, once again, I want to hammer this home because this is not the way it currently is. She is supposed to be good against fireballs. This is supposed to be one of her main strengths. But instead, you'll just sit there and parry like every other character in the game because one of your main strengths isn't good enough to bother worth doing in the end. So make it better. And that's some of my thoughts on the character and some things that I think would make sense to buff her. Make her better at grappling, give her more opportunities to threaten a grab. She's supposed to be a grappler, right? Make her better at neutral. Her buttons are somewhat proficient, right? But giving her more threats, like, you know, making spin actually work, something she's supposed to be good at, making it actually a little bit more threatening, I think that would be nice. A few more opportunities to get a little bit more damage. You know, I'm not trying to turn her to what she's not like DJ, drive rush, crouch medium kick, drive rush in the combo. I'm not even saying give her defensive options, even though that'd be nice, right? You know, good characters tend to be able to defend themselves. Manon can't. So her actual strength should be, you know, extra strong to make up for the fact that she can't defend herself. And then finally, this move. Remember this move? I legitimately forgot it existed. Like, I remember when the game launched, I remember finding something like there's like a corner switch set up, which I don't even remember anymore, so I'm not going to show you because I don't remember this move. So whatever this move is, I don't even gotta, like, this kills you if it hits. Game over. There you go. This is just instant kills you if it hits. Done. You explode like a Mortal Kombat fatality. How about that? You know, the low profiling move that's not a low and -23 on block. There's lots to love there, right? But that's some of my ideas, and I hope you think they're cool. If you got some ideas for the character you'd like to see changed, by all means post them in the comments below. She's not a good character. I think everyone agrees on that. Perhaps more than anyone else, she deserves some buffs because she's debatably the single worst character in the game. She has it rougher than just about everyone. And yes, I know, because I've seen this argument many times, you can't buff her because the level 5 does a lot of damage. That's not a good argument, so don't post that in the comments, please. If she gets that, it's because she earned it. End of story. But besides all that, that's my thoughts. That's the video. Post what you think. And other than that, we're at the end of the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. And go out and play some Street Fighter.